Hi, so you won't believe what time is now. See, I'm gonna shoot this video now, then I'm gonna post it today only. So today has been really hectic, and now it's gonna be the late night show with Sam. Ta-da! So today I have 7 skincare stuff that didn't work for me. I feel like making a rant video today. So now I have 7 things. I'm gonna make a part 2 where I'm gonna talk about the other 7 things. So yeah, let's start. And first I have this cleanser from Nivea. So why I bought this? Because I wanted to give you some affordable skincare option, and they wrote that it is gentle for sensitive skin. It cleanses the skin while soothing, but this is not that soothing. It has beads that felt harsh on my skin first. Second, after using this, I had this burning sensation on my skin and I didn't like it. Third, the scent of it is too overwhelming for me. Though I don't mind fragrance in wash up stuff, but still it's too much for me. And actually I have better options when it comes to soothing, calming, Cleanse Me, Crenshaw, Moise, then Neutrogena gentle cleanser. These are very good. So I don't think I'm gonna be investing my money on this anymore, and I don't even recommend it to you because there are better options that are available. It didn't feel that gentle on my skin, to be very honest, and it was a fail for sure, 100%. Not recommending this. And second, I have another cleanser that is Aha Glow. I had huge expectation from this cleanser because I got many recommendations for this, but again it felt drying on my skin first. Second, it burned my skin a bit. Though I could understand that it has AHA, so I thought okay, it might be okay because it has chemical exfoliating properties, so that's why my skin is tingling a bit. But I used that minimalist salicylic acid plus AHA cleanser, which has been working fine for me. My skin doesn't feel like tingling or burning after using the cleanser, so I will recommend you that one instead, or I will use that for my skin instead than using this. So yeah, it was a I think bad buy for me. It didn't work for me. Ingredients seem decent. I mean, the ingredients are way better than this cleanser, though I shouldn't compare this with this because these two have completely different functions. But still, if I make a general comparison, then obviously it has better ingredients. It has I mean, it can be way better, but this one, the ingredients are okay, better than this, but didn't work for me because I don't like the cleansers that make my skin burn and dry. So obviously it was not for me. I don't recommend you to use this every day. Use it thrice at night. I mean, that way it should work better for you. I mean, we shouldn't over exfoliate our skin, right? And I'm gonna use this as a body wash because these days I'm using AHA, BHA in my body care stuff. So yeah, but I'm gonna use it for my face because it didn't work for me, and I have access to better cleansers. So next I have this Niamax DR gel. I spoke about it. I made an entire video on this. It simply didn't work for my skin. It gave me whiteheads. It actually sensitized my skin. I don't like the texture of this thing. So yeah, definitely no for me. Though I love the ingredients, but simply didn't work for my skin. I prefer Niamax D gel any day over this, any day. And I really wish it worked for me because the ingredients are good. It is affordable, but just didn't suit my skin. I had whiteheads, and this area felt so sensitized after using this. So yeah, I'm gonna finish using this on my body or on my neck. That's all. Next I had this Requel Barrier Cream. I wanted to love it because again the ingredients are nice. This is fragrance free and all, but it feels sticky on my skin and I don't like it, and that's all. It also peels off, and I have access to and I know better barrier repairing cream, so I won't be buying this again. I have been using this on my like neck, on my hands, just to finish it. I really wanted it to work. It has ceramide, shea butter, centella extracts, then prebiotics. Looks very good. It is non-comedogenic, and it didn't give me any breakouts though. It didn't sensitize my skin, but that texture, it feels sticky, and I don't like sticky thing on my skin, you know. I mean, a little bit sticky would do, but this is definitely like not a little bit, at least for my skin. And let me know if it has worked for you or not. And I use this on my damp skin. I tried to make it work. I use little quantity. I use like generous amount of this. I applied this on damp skin. I applied this on dry skin, but simply my skin didn't like its texture. And yeah. And my moisturizer recommendation video is coming on Sunday. So yeah. Next I have this thing. This is from 2017. When I told you I have sacks filled with my old skincare stuff, like old empty bottles, I was not kidding. And I found this inside one of those sacks. And see the date. So this was a face waxing kit, and I was so thrilled to see it on Myntra. I bought it from Myntra, I remember. I bought 2 of this. I used one, alright. And my skin, I think I have few photos from that time. If I find it, I'll insert it somewhere. But yeah, my skin was in pain. My skin barrier was on fire. It took me months to like recover from the damage that was done from this thing. And it is simply a waxing kit. It has this Rica gel kind of a thing, like sugaring. You do sugaring for waxing, that kind of a thing. So you apply that and you pull it, and that's how it works. And my skin got inflamed. I still get goosebumps when I think about that situation. God, so bad. So no to this. I don't think they make it anymore, because I looked for this stuff and I couldn't find it. I think they have discontinued it. Maybe if they have, it's good. Or did I like use it in a like wrong way? But I remember I followed the instructions, and that time I was not that like skincare savvy, so I thought it was a very good idea. But now I will never like wax my face, because I don't think it's very good for my skin's barrier. I mean, even shaving is like, I'm very careful when I shave my skin, and waxing is just no for me. I mean, for my face, I am okay with waxing my body, but not my face, not anywhere near. So yeah, it is just a token of like bad memory, what it done to my skin. And I was so surprised to see that I still have it. It promises to remove like hair, blackheads. It actually removed my skin's protective layer, to be very honest. Do not recommend this. I actually don't recommend any home, like at home face waxing kit, because it can go wrong in so many ways. Don't do that. Don't take the chance. So next I have this Azac, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. So Azac cream. It has like 20% azelaic acid. So I totally forgot about this. I bought it like 6 or 7 months back. That time I had like pimples here and there, so I thought azelaic acid can be a good idea, and it has like 20% azelaic acid. And I used this on my skin. It didn't work. It made my acne worse. So, and I think it was like the percentage was too high for me. Like 20%, I think it has to be like prescribed by a doctor. Like 10% is okay, you can get it like over the counter, but 20% has to be prescribed by a dermatologist. And the smell is vicious, like really vicious. This is not Exidam. I'm not talking about Exidam. This is Azac cream, like 15 grams. And I thought, okay, I got a very affordable azelaic acid option, but it was not it. And be really careful when you like try pharma skincare stuff. Now we buy like so many pharma skincare stuff, but some of these things are like should be used under certain guidance, and sometimes we might not have the like full information on how to use these things, when to use it, when to stop, the proper instructions. So be careful there, and especially with like high percentage of active. So yeah, this azelaic acid 20% cream didn't work for me. So next I have this Moisture X cream, and I won't call it a complete fail. It works for my feet, not for anything else, because it is super sticky. I can't use this on my hands, I can't use this on my legs, just on my feet. So if you're thinking that you're gonna get it, you're gonna apply this on your face or as a hand cream, I don't think it's gonna work because this is super sticky. But for my feet it works just fine. Let me know if you have the same experience. I mean, it really worked for my feet. My feet feel like very soft and all, but yeah, for my hands, legs, too sticky, and I can imagine like putting it on my face. So yeah, I think that's all I have for today, and there's gonna be a part 2 of this, and I think it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, oh god, I'm so tired today, but it's always lovely to see you, you know. I love making videos, like I love to upload the thing on YouTube, and then I love to see the comments. So that's why I thought of doing this video today, because I really love to do that, you know. I love this part of my job, like as a content creator, to like just make things and upload, then talk to you, then listen to your thoughts, feedbacks. So yeah, I mean, these things like make me happy. So yeah, things we do for happiness, right? And thank you so much for being there, and I hope to see you soon, like tomorrow. So yeah, bye bye.